Let's take a look at this rate of change question here from St. Patrick. It is given that y equals to x minus 2 times 2x minus 5 raised to the power 3. The variables x and y are such that when x equals to 3, y is increasing at a rate of 0.35 units per second. Find the rate of change of x when x equals to 3. Now let's take a look at this first part first. I'm going to write down the information given to me. I have y is increasing at the rate of 0.35. That means I will have dy over dt, t is with respect to time, equal to 0.35. And I know that this is when x is equal to 3. So this is the information I have. The word increasing means this value is positive, so I don't have to write any sign here. Now I'm going to write down what I want to find. So I want to find dx dt equals 2. So I write this down and I write the chain rule here. So how do we do chain rule? I'm going to do 2 fraction with a multiply in the middle. Dx is on top, I place it on the first fraction. Dt, I place it on the second fraction. Now let's take a look at the question. I have dy dt here. So of course, I will place this as dy and also this one as dy. Alright, so next line here, we know dy dt is going to be 0.35. So I will need to work on dx dy. Now let's take a look at the question. We are given y equals to x minus 2 multiplied by 2x minus 5 raised to the power 3. So before we get dx dy, let's work on dy dx first. So for this one here, we are going to apply product rule. So for me, it's differentiate one at a time. I'll differentiate the first one first. That's 1. Copy this. 2x minus 5 power 3. Differentiate, copy, product rule, center is a plus. I do it again. Differentiate, bring down power. Reduce power by 1, so it's power 2. Differentiate inside bracket, I have 2. So I differentiated this, I copied this, which is x minus 2. Let's do some simplification here. We have 2x minus 5 power 3. 3 times 2 is going to be 6. Let me do that first. I'm going to move this x minus 2 to the front. And I'll have 2x minus 5 power 2 now. So you can proceed to insert x as 3. If not, you can also do a factorization. Let me just do that. 2x minus 5. The lower power is power 2, so I take out power 2. So the front part, I took out 2x minus 5 power 2. I left with 2x power 5 power 1. Let me write that. I don't have to write the bracket and power 1. I will just write 2x minus 5. Center is addition, so I'm all good. So this one here, let me multiply this in. So I will add 6x minus 12. So simplification of this dy dx value. 2x plus 6x is going to be 8x, so I'll have 8x minus 17. Then I'll insert x equals to 3 in here to find out the dy dx value. So for this one here, let's click our calculator. You will be getting 7. Now I'm going to transfer this one there, but be careful. This is dy dx equals to 7. What I need here is dx dy. So I'll put a reciprocal 1 over 7. So I'm going to click my calculator here. I'll be getting 0.05 as my answer. So the rate of change of x will be 0.05 unit per second. Let me erase this one here and we'll discuss the next part of this question. The next part of this question, it is given further that the variable z is such that z equals to y squared. Show that when x equals to 3, z is increasing at twice the rate of y. Now let me write down this dz dt first. We're going to prove that this is twice of rate of change of y. Now there's something you need to be a bit careful. Let me just analyze the question here for you. You'll notice that the dy dt and the dx dt answer came from when x equals to 3. And this next part of the question, x is equals to 3 as well, which means we can use the dy dt value and dx dt value at the previous part. If not, you need to recalculate them again. Okay, so pay a bit of attention over here. So now let's split this into chain rule. Let me do like just now. I put two fractions with a multiplier in the middle. For numerator, for the first fraction, I'll put dz, and for the second fraction, let me put a dt. Now, since I have both dy dt and dx dt, now I'm going to think of what I want to use. If I'm going to put the x here, I need to do a dz dx, which I can, but it will not be a direct link. So since I'm given z linked to y square, so for me, I'll put a y here instead. So let's do this one over here. So dz dy, meaning I'm going to differentiate z with respect to y. That will be 2y. Multiply this dy dt I've gotten from that question, which is 0.35. Let me multiply 2 and 0.35, I'll get 0.7y. So what do we do next? We have y value, which is the expression in the question above. I'm going to replace that to x. So I have x minus 2 multiplied by 2x minus 5 raised to power 3. The reason is because we have x value given to us as x equals to 3. So the next step, we'll write x equals to 3. Then we can calculate the dz dt value by replacing x as 3. So this is what we're going to do. So from here, we click our calculator. So there's going to be 0.7. So therefore, dz dt is going to be twice of dy dt. That's all for this question over here.